Hi everyone, you have found what to play next, where we bring everything that's awesome in gaming. I am your host, Anjindra. Ooh, I forgot earrings. We'll go steampunk. I always have these right by my computer. This is Third Born. I love narrative games. I've been like waffling on whether to start Persona from Persona or to like just jump in. So I ran into this and I wanted to check it out. If it has a driving storyline, you're free to choose, but you're not free to alter the consequences of your decision. Ezra Taft Benson. So, okay, that's the enter button. You wake up to the familiar feel of your rosewood deskwood against your cheek and a hazy sense that something is very wrong. True dismay, you drooled on the thick parchment of yellowed paper. At least the ink didn't smear, so it should be dry before due date. Sky is dark outside the library windows, and you suddenly realize you're late for your parents' New Year's ball. Your heart races. After putting your report on the stack of today's work, you bolt down the hallway. The idea of Archibald catching you entering late. He'll probably be waiting by the ballroom's main entrance down a side corridor mainly used by castle employees. Oh my god, I like literally can't get my earring in. Just a few strides from the ornate wooden door, you're hindered by a servant walking towards you carrying a tall stack of sheets. There's not enough room for both of you. Push past the servant. Step aside. Throw the sheets on them so they won't see it's you running past. We'll take the high road, or the middle road here, and just be, us. If you really need to get to an event in general, the servant will understand if you kind of push past them, as long as you're not like hurtful. Reach the door to the throne room. I mean, it's a throne room. Welcome, Princess. We'll just go with Anne. Welcome, Princess Anne. Third heir. Sure. The ball is in full swing and the members of your family are already here. Thank you, Archibald. Can I step through now? Not so fast. You must know that being late reflects on us as a house. No, I was writing a report on one of my... Clearly don't know. A good leader does not make excuses for this sort of weakness. If you truly intend to assist Prince Philip, you must. Can't you leave? You didn't gender change. This is an indie developer, so in general their works are in process. I have a twin sister. I love this already. Shoves herself between you and the count, so I can see where they have a hiccup. Really gonna be interesting when they do brush this up, though. So we'll see how it looks on Steam as well. And does Anne being late really concern you? Archibald, the man whose job description includes remaining calm when your father and the counselors are on the brink of panic, steps back, or simply trying to educate your sister on. You're making the party even more unbearable than when she was doing her work. Is this really the best time for a teachable moment? Knowing these two can argue for hours, you decide to agree with Lexa and tell Archibald. Tell Lexa you can fight your own battles. I guess we'll just agree. Yeah, give me a break. I've been working all day. The aging counselor lets out a sigh of defeat. Alexander, if you really wish to help your sister, I suggest you exert less of a poor influence on her. You're gonna punish me. Oh, you can't punish me. Scowls at my smirking doppelganger. So there was a hiccup. But like I said, they're always in process, and I do find them early on. So you'll tend to get a demo or try it before you buy it. If not, a free chapter, or you have the option of flipping the dev some cash, and that way you get more out of the game. So I do love finding everything first. Tell him yourself. With that, your father's favorite counselor storms off. After sharing a laugh with Lexa over how mad the warden was, you walk through the aromas of gourmet food and wine. Most of the nobles and well-off commoners from around the globe seem to be having a good time. So they were actively trying to disturb things. You hear a pair of nobles arguing. People start shouting. Lexa drags you off. So the golden child arrived late to a castle function. Alright. At least I didn't come to these parties. I kind of fell asleep writing an essay. That's what I'm talking about. First of all, I'm not sure you've actually written an essay, let alone the sleeping part. 50% mastery. Second, who said you were my favorite sister? There's competition. Char and Lucy aren't nearly as fun as I am. You don't always pick your twin. You do. You don't always pick your twin. Also, they don't have your back like I do. What do you want? Just tell me if anyone's looking at us or the food. I have no eye. I don't want anyone to see me taking food. I don't think anyone here actually believes that princesses eat was the first thing that popped in my head. You turn towards your sister and see her stashing an entire pastry of brie into a bag. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to dip off and have some snacks with off-duty servants. 2 bottles of wine? She has a tryst. Enjoy whatever chore Dad has planned for you. You figure might as well take care of whatever it is and walk to your father's throne. Long line of people wait for their turn with His Majesty. When he sees you, your dad smiles and beckons. As you approach, you see your brother Theo talking to him. What I don't understand is why Duke Henry is raising rent in the first place. It has nothing to do with anything. Been at each other's throats since we were all kids. I'm sorry, Theo, I really need to speak with your sister. We can talk more when I'm free. Theo thanks your father and stalks off. Dad, what's up? Archibald said you wanted to talk. I was thinking while Philip is off in Varian with Charlotte. He wants me on the council. Is this just because without them I'm the oldest? Why not invite Lexa too? We're twins after all. Father lets out a bellowing laugh. That's a good one. Firecracker just wants to fight. Probably more than Philip. At least he takes an interest in actually leading the troops. Just to make sure you're not cracking jokes tomorrow. This is an honor, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you respond. I guess I'll gracefully accept the honor then. Don't worry, Dad. I'm used to your tests. I'll definitely pass. That's what I like to hear. Kept you long enough already. Go back to the party. Can you make sure that Henry and Frankie aren't too out of control? Are they the ones arguing? Yeah, your brother was asking for details before he arrived. I don't want them disturbing the other goss. Seen you and Mom stop them before. Oh, Mom's not here tonight. She went to try and get Lucy to make an appearance tonight. Good luck getting her to do that without Char. Your little sister will grow out of her shyness as I did. We're like a really flexible family socially. But sure, I'll take care of the dudes. I've seen them work before. Leave your dad and head towards the area where people would be dancing if it weren't for the arguing. As you arrive at the ballroom's lattice point, you see the 2 most powerful dukes should be cutting back on your bread as it is, Frankie. It's absurd and you know it. Yakizawa, you need the money. Show up in a gaudy carriage probably costs more than the women in it. Exactly as though my concern is rooted in some sort of personal bread budget. It's not about the bread, it must be the pastries. Always guarded your croissants jealously when we were littler. Duke Francis fumes as his face gets as red as a drunk. Duke Henry, please. Little Prince, you should have seen him. Stories you could tell. If you want to drag Rick into this, be my guest. Old friend, calm yourself. Simply telling you the hard truth. If you want to lose weight, you need to cut down on both bread and pastries, I'm afraid. If anything, you should be asking me to raise the price of it more. Don't need to lose weight. I simply enjoy the fine meals. I'm worried about my people starving because of these wheat prices. Your duchy is a veritable menagerie. You just thought of a way to make some money. Let your brother try and resolve it. Present your solution. I'm supposed to interrupt, so we're doing this. Uncles, please don't argue when there's a simple solution. What would that be, Princess Anne? You don't want to deal with Frank arguing against your wheat prices, right? Of course. You won't have to if he just buys from the crown. Beg your pardon, but don't worry about a thing. We've had a bit of a wheat surplus, and this can make all of our problems go away. But Princess, what a price. Can't just lose sight of the taxes people will face. Completely understand. I'll have to offer something slightly lower than the usual price, given that we don't export wheat on such a large basis. I think that was large. I think we can mark it up by half what Uncle H is doing. Oh, increase, right, because of the tariffs. You can't. If you'd like to make a counteroffer to your old friend, or the crown may be inviting us to rescind your offer, or with a steward at a later date, he's speechless. Certainly can. Your little brother looks at you like he wants to say something, resigns himself to silence. So we're gonna make money, they're quiet, and I'm free to spend my evening however I want. Let's join Lexa. Wander out of the ballroom, enter the service quarters, immediately stop what they're doing, bow deeply. The maid girl stammers, your sister hasn't been down here since yesterday. Party is definitely somewhere else. Check the gardens, the balconies, her bedroom. Before you get to the door, you see a candle flicker from there. This is So it goes on at length. I could play these things forever, but they're a little bit harder to follow along because it all is just dialogue. If you do love that sort of, you know, persona, or I just ran into Minuet, Ambition, a Minuet of Power, that sort of thing, then this is great. So this is a Free or Flip the Dove. It's set in the Middle Ages. Thirdborn is a narrative game that deals with morality and family. It pulls from real historical events and places you in the position of a ruler trying to reclaim your family's stolen kingdom. Journey you go through is a fun and meaningful experience in which you develop strong connections with a dynamic cast of characters. Gameplay centers on issues that are brought to your court. Each of your 5 siblings offers a proposal unique to their personality and expertise. It's your job to select one, live with the consequences. Choices are rarely black or white. Your playthrough will shape itself according to your decisions. Even something as simple as how you speak to a servant will change how the world reacts to you. With fate of 2 kingdoms resting on your shoulders, family may be the only thing preventing you from losing your humanity. That's an interesting take on things. So we have a map that we can navigate around. Looks like after we do catch our sister with the servant, we will be able to travel along and end our turn, which will bring us the next set of problems. So days shift, but the perspective doesn't really accept for when you go to court or when you go to the map. So it is more and more of the same, but it's really cool as far as narratives go. It's very well done. So 2 thumbs up. Link in the description below if you do want to download it. Also down there, we partner with Gamer Grind, a gamer co-op. So Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. You can put your logo on merch. You can sport the Pirate Queen logo and pimp out what to play next. Also down there is Coffee, K-O-F-I. You can find studios like this, beta testers like me, artists, that sort of thing. Get a little behind the scenes action, buy this chick a coffee, $1, or liking, subscribing, commenting. That is always free. Want to hear from you guys. So smash that subscribe button, stay safe, game on, and we will see you in the next video.